Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Rush Green Stadium. Well, it may be cliche to say, but the bread and butter of league action returns, and it's been a long time coming, with the EFL Trophy, Premier League International Cup and National League Cup all taking precedence over the last couple of months. It means tonight's tie with Chelsea is the Hammers' first Premier League 2 fixture since the 3-0 win over Liverpool in the first week of November. At full time, West Ham will be at the midpoint of their 2025-26 league campaign, with the top 16 finished a minimum target, but a chance to go 8th with a win this evening. This game on here at Rush Green as West Ham under-21s take on Chelsea under-21s in the Premier League 2. Well, as ever, thank you for watching. My name's Ian Waterhouse. I'll be guiding you through the action tonight. But I've got no co-commentator today, so it's just myself. So please keep me entertained in that live chat, as you always do. I can see a few comments starting to come in already. First question is, where are you watching from tonight? If you're in the UK, whereabouts in the UK? If you're overseas, tell me what country, what city, what town, what village. Let me know in that comment section, and I can give you some shout-outs. I can see it, so please get in contact. Right, we are 7 minutes or so away from kickoff here at Rush Green, so let's take you through this evening's lineups. Starting with the home side, of course, West Ham United. Your goalkeeper is number 1, Tom Worcester. 2 is Jethro Medine. 3 is Lewis Brown. 4 is the inform and captain, Lewis Orford. 5 is Josh Briggs. 6 is Ryan Oyabadi. 7 is Preston Fearon. 8 is Mohamedou Kante. 9 is Josh Landers. 10 is Josh Ajala. 11 is Amika Adielly. Your substitutes for West Ham tonight, number 12 is Dan Cummings. 13 is Reece Byrne. 14 is Alicia Sowanmi. 15 is Ryan Batcham, and 16 is Regan Clayton. For the visitors, Chelsea tonight, your goalkeepers, number 1, Max Merrick. 2 is Genesis Antwi. 3 is Caden Wilson. 4 is Sobialoy. 5 is Landon Imanolo. 6 is Samuel Raksaki. 7 is Leo Cardosa. 8 is Keanu Dyer. 9 is Shomari Moeka. He's the goal scorer as well. Keep an eye on him tonight. 10 is Reggie Walsh. 11 is Jesse Derry. Your substitute for Chelsea tonight, number 12 is Justin Osagi. 13 is Freddie Burnell. 14 is Harrison McMahon. 15 is Ryan McQueen. And 16 is Dojuan Richards. Well, I just caught an eye of Mark Phillips there today at the ground, as we expect the under-21 coaches for West Ham, of course led by Greg Lincoln tonight. But Mark joined me on co-commentary on Friday night in the FA Youth Cup as the under-18 sadly lost on penalties to Everton up at Goodison Park. And a lot of you getting in contact. I'm actually starting to recognise a lot of the handles in YouTube in the live chat. Troy is with us again. Great to have you along. He says, Paul Ian, thank you. Yeah, I'm commentating alone tonight. We've got Lawrence watching from Lexington, Kentucky in the United States of America. Somebody watching from Slovenia. Really appreciate you watching tonight. Kiwi Hammers watching in Wellington, New Zealand. It's the city I've been to. Absolutely stunning. And Troy, you're absolutely right. A strong team tonight for the Hammers. In fact, for West Ham, it is 7 games unbeaten in Premier League 2. They lost the first 2 games of the season, but since then, 7 unbeaten. So the table looks a little bit like this for West Ham. Currently 13th in the table coming into tonight. Played 9, won 4, drawn 3, lost 2. Those wins coming against Aston Villa, Birmingham, Sunderland, and that 3-0 victory over Liverpool last time out. 3 draws against Wolves, Arsenal and Brighton, and 2 defeats against Manchester City and Forest in the opening 2 games of the campaign. The good news, though, for Hammer fans is West Ham have got a game in hand on everybody above them, and victory tonight will see them move on to 18 points, which will take them up to 8th place in the table. For Chelsea, they're currently 4th in Premier League 2, played 10, won 7, haven't drawn any, but lost 3 on 21 points. Victory tonight for the Blues will see them move up to 2nd in the table. So still a lot of you getting in contact. Thank you so much. Where else? We've got somebody watching in Antigua. Isle of Man Hammer here. Do keep them coming in as the players are just making their way out onto the pitch here at Rush Green, as you can see. We've had a little bit of a smattering of rain in London today. Grey skies up and down the UK, I believe. As certainly has been in the south of England. I've got quite a few features coming up for you today. I've got a new feature in commentary as well. It's Loan Watch. I've been keeping an eye on how the academy players have been getting on out on loan. And I've got a few questions, and one that I'm very proud of. So I've got a few quiz questions today. I'm going to get it started early on here because it's an absolute cracker and it's really going to test your knowledge, West Ham fans. So the very first question of this game is this. Since the year 2000, so since this century, 7 players from the West Ham Academy have gone on to make over 100 senior appearances for the West Ham men's team. Who are they? So since 2000, 7 players have graduated from the West Ham Academy and gone on to make a minimum 100 senior appearances. Who are those 7 players? Now please, no Googling, no cheating, just have a think. Remember, it's just for fun, you don't win anything. But let me know. Start putting some names in that live chat. And as ever, a huge thank you to you all for tuning in tonight. Please hit that like button if you haven't done already, so we can break the YouTube algorithm and get this game seen by as many people as possible. If you haven't already as well, please hit subscribe to the West Ham United YouTube channel. There's an awful lot of content coming up. We've got the men's team at home against Sunderland this Saturday. That's a 12:30 kickoff. The women travel to Leicester City in the WSL on Sunday for an 11:55 kickoff. That's a strange time. Up next for the under-21s, you can see, just getting themselves warmed up, going through a few of the final formalities. It's at home against Norwich this Friday, 7 o'clock kickoff. I believe you can watch that as well. I'll be on commentary for that one. And for the under-18s this Saturday, they're away at Birmingham City in the under-18 Premier South. So there you go, that's your first quiz question. A bit of a cracker there. Hammer from Brazil's watching, and hello. Great to have you. Adam Dyer's watching from Whitstable in Kent. Great to have you along. We've got Tim is a Medway Hammer, and Toronto Charlie is a Toronto Hammer watching in Canada. Wow, thank you so much. Yes, Mark Noble is definitely one of them, and Rice, I'll give you that. Put the 5 others I don't know of, but yes, Mark Noble and Declan Rice are 2 of them. I can tell you actually, Mark Noble 550 appearances, Declan Rice 245. There is
Bowie's getting
Landers just getting himself set up, ready to go. He scored 5 goals so far. Josh Landers in Premier League 2 is the Hammers' top goal scorer, and he is going to be the man to get us underway tonight. The 18-year-old Scottish forward joined West Ham from Hibs in January 2025. Under the lights here at Rush Green, it's Premier League 2 action for the first time since the beginning of November for West Ham United. For Chelsea, they did beat Crystal Palace in their last Prem 2 game. That was on the 10th of January, a 4-1 victory. And their man, number 9, Shamura Muoka, scored a hat-trick that day, so certainly one to watch out for. Leo Cardozo, the number 7 for Chelsea tonight. He was also on the score sheet in that game. Well, we're underway, as you can see, and it's an early throw for Chelsea over on the far side here at Rush Green. Well, Jack Hatcher, good stuff, getting quite a lot of few early answers in. Troy says, missed the question. This is for you, Troy. Since the year 2000, 7 players have graduated from the West Ham Academy and have gone on to make a minimum 100 senior appearances for the men's side. Who are those 7 players? Do get your comments in. Very early stages here at Rush Green. Ball played over onto the right-hand side. It's a nice ball to Medine. Goes back now to Briggs. Strong team for West Ham. It's a couple of defeats actually last week, wasn't it, against Borussia Dortmund in the Premier League International Cup, and sadly knocked out of the EFL Trophy by AFC Wimbledon. Those back-to-back games, they played Monday and Tuesday. The under-18s are on action on Friday in the FA Youth Cup, travelling all the way up to Goodison Park. It was a late night finish. We needed extra time and penalties to settle that one, but it went the way of the Toffees. 3-0 in that penalty shootout. Here is Imanolo, dispossessed, but Chelsea recover well. Here's Soberloy, goes back to his keeper Max Merrick, and Chelsea retain possession inside their own half. Well, thanks a lot of you for getting in contact already. 705 of you watching now. If you please hit that like button. If you fancy sharing the link as well, let's get this out to as many people as we possibly can. over 2,000 people watching on Friday. Let's get more. I think in total it ended up being about 21,000 watched the under-18s on Friday, all in. We'd love to have more of you tonight. Here's Imalo over on the left for the Blues. Chelsea over onto the left side. Here is Derry working his way into the box. It's a strong tackle. He's dispossessed. Chelsea do have back-to-back league wins coming into this one, beating Palace by 4-1. Also beat Reading 4-1 as well. So it's back-to-back 4-1 victories in the league, although they did, in between those they have had 2 defeats in the Premier League International Cup, a heavy 6-2 defeat against Benfica and a 3-1 defeat against PSG. For West Ham, the last victory was against Aldershot Town just before Christmas in the National League Cup, and there's a quarter-final to look forward to as well. That's next Tuesday, I believe, against Boston United up in Lincolnshire. And credit to West Ham, the only academy side left in the competition as well. At the minute, Chelsea holding possession. Subaloy, the number 4, playing the ball over to the right-hand side. The 18-year-old represented England at under-18s, the Chelsea number 4. Here he is again. Saki under big pressure there from Fearon. Chelsea struggling to get the ball out of their own half at the minute. Keeper Max Merrick plays it up onto the head of Derry. Max Merrick joined Chelsea at the end of the under-13 season, came from grassroots football. Had a loan spell at Hampton and Richmond, so he's got a bit of men's senior experience in the National League South. Good crunching tackle there, good 50-50. Nweka, the danger man for Chelsea, going for it. A loose pass picked up by the Hammers, now inside their own half. 4.5 minutes on the clock, 0-0 here. Just to have a look at. Back it goes to Briggs. Baddy over onto the left side. Ball fed forward. At the minute it's a slow start to the game. Both sides just touching the ball, getting a feel for things. And now here's Medine. So if you find it early, Orford. Lovely long delivery over to the left side. Just a little bit too much on it. It's going to run out of play. Lewis Orford is the captain tonight. He's also on a bit of goal scoring form as well. Scored in the 4-2 defeat against Wimbledon. Also scored against Aldershot and was on the score sheet against Sporting. 3 in the last 4 for the under-21s is Lewis Orford. Loads of you getting in contact on that live chat. Do keep them coming in as well. I really appreciate it. No Mark Phillips tonight, so I'm on my own. And I can see all your comments coming in. So if it's your birthday or you're celebrating anything, let me know. We can give you a shout out and keep letting us know where you're watching from as well. Hammer fans all over the world tuning in to watch. We do really appreciate it. Here is Derry. Nice little bit of skillful footwork from the Chelsea number 11. He's got Emmanuel on the overlap. Gets the ball into the box. It's cleared by a claret shirt.
Yeah, when he doesn't roll out, but they both drop down. They both go in and it leaves that channel to isolate it 1v1.
I think we've got a few Chelsea fans tuning in as well. Someone says I'm only here because it's not working on the Chelsea channel. And here is Subaloy now, seeing a lot of the ball in the early stages. Here's Walsh. Well, Jesse Derry's had a bright start, the number 11 tonight. The 18-year-old winger, actually born in Harrogate, was Jesse Derry, a town I know very well. Lived there myself for a while. Represented England at under-19 level. Joined from Crystal Palace last summer. In fact, he was Crystal Palace's under-18s Player of the Year in the 23-24 season, now snatched up by the Blues. We've got somebody who's just turned 10 today. Congratulations, happy birthday. Lots of you tuning in. We've got people watching from Kenya, Zimbabwe, we've seen Canada, Toronto. Now we've got somebody watching from Calgary, South Africa, all over the world. Hammer fans far and wide. 7.5 minutes in, 0-0, early stages. Both sides really just testing the water, it seems. No real chance at either end yet, but Medine has the throw for the Hammers deep inside the Chelsea half. In it comes, it's headed away. It's actually headed back into the box, into the danger zone, and needed Raksaki to get a foot onto it. There is Brown, the son of the academy, one of the academy coaches, Kenny Brown, here at West Ham. Here he is again, switching it over to the right-hand side. Medine with a beautiful touch. That was absolutely delightful. Fearon trying to work his way into the box. A cross comes in, that's deflected, and it's going to be the first corner of the game. Let's have another look. I want to see this touch. Absolutely lovely there from Jethro Medine into the path of Fearon. Trying to link up well, and it's the number 5 of Menelo who gets the touch for Chelsea to knock it out for a corner. Played short and quick. Here is Fearon. Gets the shot away, and it forces Merrick into the save. Diving low down to his left. That's the first shot on target, and it goes away of the Hammers. And Merrick had to get down quick. The number 1 for the Blues. Sign of attacking intent from West Ham in the early stages here. So nice effort from Fearon. Has been on the score sheet this season in Premier League 2. 19-year-old. Actually knows Chelsea well. Joined from Chelsea at under-18 level. Scored on his first ever start for the West Ham under-21s. Got 2 against MK Dons in the EFL Trophy in September as well. Here is Derry now. Whips the ball into the box, but it can't beat the Chelsea defence. Well, what have you made of the start as well? West Ham fans, let me know in that live chat. And don't forget the first quiz question of the day, and it is an absolute cracker, if I don't mind saying so myself. Since the year 2007, players from West Ham Academy have gone on to make over 100 senior appearances. So 7 players from the West Ham Academy since the year 2000 have gone on to make at least 100 appearances for the men's senior side. Who are they? I know a lot of you have got a lot of them right. I'll give the answer a little bit later on in the half. I've got a new feature coming up for you today as well, Loan Watch. I've been keeping an eye on how a number of the academy starlets have got on at the weekend at their respective loan clubs. Some good results as well, I can tell you that. Some impressive performances from the West Ham boys. Sobolev back to Merrick. Menelo. I think we're going to be talking a lot about the Chelsea defence in this game. 11 minutes in, 0-0. West Ham with the only chance, really. Fearon forcing the save from Merrick down low to his left. And here is Medine at the edge of the D. Medine trying to work his way into the box. Can he get a shot away? There's just a cluster of Chelsea bodies there. And now the Blues can clear. Here is Derry. Well, you can see what Chelsea are trying to do. Passing it out from the back. And now here is Cardoso on the score sheet last time out in that 4-1 win against Crystal Palace in Premier League 2. That was on the 10th of January. These two sides met last season in Premier League 2. And West Ham beat Chelsea by 3 goals to 2. Adielly got a brace that day. That was in September 2024. Sean Moore was also on the score sheet for West Ham. There's Rex Saki switching it to the right. Chelsea had little to work on so far, the attackers, but we know Mueka is a real danger. 10 league goals to his name this season. And this is the only place to watch this game tonight on the West Ham United YouTube channel. West Ham under-21s against Chelsea under-21s. The first Premier League 2 game for the Hammers since that scintillating 3-0 victory over Liverpool in the first week of November. 7 unbeaten in a row in Premier League 2 for West Ham. And the Hammers looking just slightly brighter in the game. Early stages here, but here is Adielly. Adielly working the ball forward, trying to pass it into the path of Ajala. He's going to pick up the ball though. He's happy to let it go out for a throw. I've just seen a post actually, someone has asked about if there's a stream for the PSG Nottingham Forest game in the Premier League International Cup. There is, but that game gets underway at 7:20. Well, why would you want to watch that? Stay here with us here for West Ham Chelsea. It's a free kick in a dangerous position here early on. It's Kante who's gone down hurt at the minute. He's got 3 goals in Premier League 2 this season. There's the back of Lewis Orford. Well, we've seen him score a few thunderbolts this season. Does he fancy it? And there's Adielly as well, walking away from the ball. So it looks like it's going to be the captain, Orford, to take this. He's been at West Ham since we're just 5 years old, Lewis Orford. Made his under-18s debut when he was just 14 years old. Very highly thought of. And here is Orford. Does he fancy having a go? I think he might. Orford steps up, has a shot. Oh, that is absolutely delightful from the captain, Lewis Orford. Who else but Orford finds the back of the net, and West Ham lead by 1-0. Oh, that was absolutely delicious from Orford. You could just see the intent in his eyes as he placed the ball down. He knew exactly what he was going to do, and there's nothing that Merrick in the Chelsea goal can do to prevent that from blasting into the back of the net. Let's have another look at it. Absolutely pinpoint, and Orford gives the Hammers the lead. Well, what do you make of that, Hammers fans? That was delicious. Lewis Orford, he is a man on form. Scored against Wimbledon in the EFL Trophy. Scored against Aldershot in the National League Cup. Scored against Sporting in the Premier League International Cup. And now he scored against Chelsea in the Premier League 2. Captain Lewis Orford. Well, what a start. 15 and a half minutes in, the Hammers lead by 1-0. Intensity looks like it's just ramped up a little bit here at Rush Green. Perfect start. Greg Lincoln will be absolutely delighted. 16 minutes in now. West Ham 1, Chelsea 0.
Why is he dropping low?
Now Chelsea looking to break. How will they respond to going a goal down? It's Genesis Antwer, the number 2, charging forward. Tom Worcester, no nonsense, launches the ball forward. He's trying to set Landers off on his way. Right idea by Tom Worcester there. Quite like that. 20-year-old goalkeeper, his youth at Barnsley. Represented England under-15s. Also had a spell at the Manchester United Academy as well. The West Ham keeper tonight. He was a 2022 FA Youth Cup winner with the Red Devils. Oyabadi. Now it's pushed over to the left side. Good number of people inside the main stand here at Rush Green as well. They'll be thoroughly entertained with what they've seen so far from the home side. Fearon tested Merrick early on in the game, and now Lewis Orford, the free kick, one of the best you'll see, scores directly from it, and that's the difference between the two sides. Chelsea yet to test Worcester in the West Ham goal. It's been a good start from the Hammers. They'll be delighted. Limited. Chelsea have had a lot of the ball, but have had a lot of the ball in their own half. Here's Menelo. And again, the ball goes backwards. There's been a lot of sideways and backwards passes for Chelsea in the early stages, just trying to settle things down. Yeah, 2 wins and 3 defeats in the last 5. Chelsea in all competitions. The last away game in Premier League 2 was a 1-0 defeat at Everton. He said for West Ham, their last Premier League 2 game, such a long time ago. 3-0 win against Liverpool back in the first week of November. Here's Fearon. Did he keep the ball in play? No. It's going to be a throw for the Blues, just inside their own half. What have we made to the start, West Ham fans and Chelsea fans as well? I know there's quite a lot of you tuning in today. Do get in contact with us. Want to hear from all of you. Really appreciate it. Someone's not happy because he's watching from Hornchurch, but his girlfriend's eating all the after eights. Do like a nice after eight, a nice mint. Here is Menelo with the throw and goes backwards to the number 4, Subiloy. Now it's at the feet of Merrick under big pressure from Orford, and West Ham looking to snatch the ball away, but somehow Chelsea managed to deal with it. Living on the edge of the Blues at the minute on the back line. Here is Cardosa. Again gives the free kick away. It's over on that left side, but this one a lot further out for Orford. I'm sure he won't have a crack at this. This will be delivered nicely into the box. Players starting to swamp and move into the D.
Oh, it's the same picture. If they just drop down quickly, you just find
Orford is going to take this one again. I'm sure he's not going to have a go directly from this. It would take something special. Dinks the ball into the box, and Merrick gets something onto it that puts it out for a corner. Oh, Lewis Orford, he is deadly from a dead ball, isn't he? A lovely ball into the box. Merrick actually did really well to come out and claim it. It's like he was always going to be punching it. And heading over is Adielly. 2 league goals for him this season. As we said, he scored a brace in the 3-2 win against Chelsea. The last time these two sides met in September 2024. Well, West Ham looks so dangerous in that final third tonight. Adielly with the corner to the back post, and again Merrick gets a fist to it, and Orford is going to just let it run out for a throw. The Barry says Orford equals Dimitri Payet. I'm sure he'll be delighted to be compared to Payet there. Throw for West Ham deep inside the Chelsea half. 21 minutes on the clock. The Hammers lead by a goal to nil, courtesy of that Lewis Orford free kick. They have looked more deadly in the final third, but here's an opportunity maybe now for Chelsea to break. I think it was Oyabadi just doing enough. Strong play by the West Ham number 6, 18-year-old. It's actually Greek. Here's Medino over on the right-hand side. It's a thunderous tackle by Dyer. The ball comes in, it's over the top, it's at the back post, and it can't be converted by Ajala. It was the tightest of tight angles. Well, Medine covering every single blade of grass over on the right side of the pitch. I thought Dyer there was going to win the ball, but Medine just never gives it up. A lovely little dink over the head of Merrick, and there was Ajala. It was such a tight angle for Josh Ajala, but he had a go anyway, and again, another dangerous attack from West Ham.
And then you get
Chelsea, Merrick gets us back underway. He's been a busy man already, the Chelsea goalkeeper. He's named player of the match in January 2025 for Hampton and Richmond in the game against Tonbridge Angels. And look, here we go, another free kick. This one almost dead centre. Wow, what's going through the head right now with Lewis Orford? He's looking over, look. I wonder if Greg Lincoln is saying, have a go, Lewis, go for it. Slightly tougher. He's just right, ever so slightly right of centre. The referee just goes and marks where Derry can go and stand, the closest point. But Orford stood over this. Does he fancy having another go? Orford already scored direct from a free kick once tonight. I think he's going to have another go, and does he? Drags this one wide. And this time, Chelsea survive. Do keep those comments coming in. Remember the quiz question that we've got. I'm absolutely thrilled with this one as well. Since the year 2000, 7 players from the West Ham United Academy have gone on to make over 100 senior appearances. Who are they? That's since the year 2000. I had to check a couple. I'll let you know Joe Cole isn't one of them, just because he actually graduated from the academy in 1998. So it has to be they graduated in the year 2000 or after, and have then gone on to make 100, a minimum 100 senior appearances for the men's senior side. Do get those comments in the live chat. I can see it as well. Thanks for keeping me company tonight. I'm lonesome, so I appreciate that live chat lighting up. 2,500 of you watching now, 2,529 of you. Thank you so much. Really do appreciate it. A lot of content coming up on the West Ham United YouTube channel. A lot of fixtures coming up for the under-18s, under-21s, women's, and of course men's senior side. More on that in a minute, because Chelsea are looking to pick the ball up over on the right-hand side. Here's Genesis Antweedy, number 2 for the Blues. Been at Chelsea since the under-12s. Part of the Chelsea under-17 Prem Cup winning side. He's actually a Sweden international as well, represented in the under-17s. But again, West Ham looking to counter. Picks up the loose ball well, does Adielly. Now it's with Orford again. He gets a shot away, forces the save. It's on the follow-up, and it's Fearon who puts it into the back of the net. Right place, right time, and West Ham lead by 2-0. Well, it's wave after wave of pressure from the Hammers. They're really putting the hammer down. That was Dyer with the poor ball forward. Picked up well by Adielly. Orford gets the shot away. And there is Preston Fearon. I think Chelsea might be a little bit frustrated with the back line. Manolo just lost Fearon, really. He was quickest to react. It's a second league goal of the season for Preston Fearon. And it's West Ham United 2, Chelsea 0 in Premier League 2. Well, it's been a perfect performance so far from West Ham in the opening 26 minutes. Chelsea still haven't even had a shot in the game. In fact, I think the ball's only been in the box once. Tom Worcester has only really touched the ball once or twice. Once was an easy clearance. No shot on or off target for the Blues yet, whereas West Ham have just had wave after wave of pressure. It's been an impressive performance from the young Hammers in the early stages here. And again, looking to try and break through. Chelsea pick the ball up in their own half. Now it goes back to Merrick, who's been a busy goalkeeper in the opening 27 minutes here. Chelsea camped in their own half again. Look at Fearon there, the number 7. You just know he's just lurking and just waiting for anything, any scraps at all, he'll be there. Again, West Ham pick it up in the dangerous position. Thought the referee might have blown up there, he just had his foot taken away, but nothing doing from the referee. Here's Raksaki now for Chelsea, feeding it through to Jesse Derry. He's probably a little bit frustrated playing so deep, the number 11. He's a winger, but he's spent most of this game so far in his own half. Very good player though, Jesse Derry. Got a hat-trick for England under 19s against Latvia in a Euro qualifier back in November. 11 goals in 18 appearances for Chelsea, but so far nothing doing for Derry. Now Chelsea, a rare occasion, the ball's actually in the West Ham half. Fed through to Dyer. Dyer with a little bit of space to move into, moves it over to the right. And now Chelsea might be able to get a ball into the box. It took a deflection and Fearon clears it away. Here's Wilson. And now West Ham pick the ball up in their own half over on the far side. So Kante thought he was going to win the throw, but it's gone in favour of Chelsea, the visitors. Well, if it stays like this, West Ham will move up to 8th in the table. There is another game taking place tonight in Premier League 2. Reading are at home against Blackburn Rovers. Basement club Reading, rock bottom of the table in 29th. Blackburn Rovers not faring much better. They're currently in 25th at the start of the day. If you're unfamiliar with how Premier League 2 works, it's quite simple really. It's one division made up of 29 teams. You have to have a Category 1 academy, of course. You don't play every team. It's made up of 6 seeding pots of 5 teams and 1 bye team. So you play 20 league matches in total. This is match day 10 tonight for West Ham. They do have tonight's game is their game in hand on most of the sides above them. It's important finishing the top 16 as well. The top 16 qualify for the elimination playoffs. That's quite simple really. The team who finish top then play the team who finish 16th straight through knockout until we get to a final, and the top 16 also qualify for next season's Premier League International Cup. Both West Ham and Chelsea have been playing in the International Cup this season. Unfortunately, neither side has won a game yet. West Ham still have and elect to play. So far for Chelsea, it's been recent defeats. Big defeat, 6-2 at home against Benfica. Before that was a 3-1 defeat at home against PSG. Well, Chelsea just enjoying a few more spells of possession since going 2 goals down, but yet still to create any chances. Now Fearon picks it up. Look at Medine over on that right side. He's in acres of space. Fearon with the goal with bucketfuls of confidence. Falls nicely again. Here's Briggs over to Medine now on that right side. He probably wanted the ball a lot earlier than that. He had plenty of space, but it goes back to Briggs, and West Ham can build again. Back with Orford. Now it's with Oibad, who's dispossessed by Derry. But Briggs is going to pick it up.
Line there.
Oh, look at that. Absolutely beautiful. Into the back of the net. It's Josh Ajala. He couldn't quite believe it, could he? And he certainly couldn't miss. 31 minutes in. And West Ham make it 3-0 here at Rush Green. It has been almost a textbook performance from the Hammers in the first half so far. Lovely ball played over the top. Landers chasing onto it, as you can see. And look at Josh Ajala. He's not going to miss from there, is he? A quick glance over to make sure he'd stayed on side. He had done. And it's West Ham United 3, Chelsea 0. And we're only half an hour in. Well, this is absolutely perfect from West Ham so far. And what is also perfect is a cracking deal we've got coming up for you. Yes, West Ham fans, we've got a massive home fixtures coming up and great value tickets available right now. You can bring the whole family to London Stadium as we host newly promoted Sunderland on Saturday the 24th of January in a 12:30 kickoff. Tickets are available now with adults from just £35 and kids for only £1. Great day out for all the family. A chance to roar on the boys at home. So get your tickets today by visiting whufc.com/tickets. If it's anything like this, then you're in for a real treat. And a feel-good factor around the club at the minute after the victory over Tottenham at the weekend. The women's side travel to Leicester on Sunday in a 11:55 kickoff. For the under-21s, are back in action again this Friday at Rush Green against Norwich City. And the under-18s travel to Birmingham in the under-18 Premier League South this Saturday for a 12 o'clock kickoff. If you haven't already, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button at the West Ham United YouTube channels to make sure you don't miss any of the wonderful content we've got coming up. And you can watch the under-21s live against Norwich this Friday. I'll be on commentary for that one as well. Well, what do Chelsea do? How do they respond? They've decided to go a little bit more route one with the ball over the top. Lewis Brown did well to pick it up now. It's over on the left side. West Ham will be in no rush anymore at all. Here's Kante. Back to Brown. 20-year-old Lewis Brown, former Arsenal defender. As we've already mentioned once, the son of Kenny Brown, one of the academy coaches here at West Ham. And goal kick. And looking at the back there of Ryan Oyabadi, 18-year-old. I was talking about him a little bit earlier. He's actually Greek. Joined the club in 2021. Captain the under-18s in the Premier League Cup final win over Reading. Well, I keep waiting for a good break in play to give you all the quiz question answers, but there's no time because it's full of action once again. And now Landers is trying to get away. Josh Landers looking for his 6th league goal of the season, fires it. And did Merrick get a hand to it? Or did it ricochet off the post? We'll have another look, I'm sure, in a minute. I think Merrick might have made the save. All the work done, the aggressive work by Ajala falls nicely into the path of Landers. And there is Merrick. I think it comes off Merrick's head, doesn't it? Too sure he knew a lot about it, but he put his body on the line there to prevent West Ham from making it 4. We are witnessing an absolute thriller here at Rush Green, especially if you're a West Ham fan. I know we've got a number of Chelsea fans tuning in as well. The stream looks like it's not working over at Chelsea, so we're glad to have you along, Chelsea fans, as well. Let us know what you've made of the performance so far. Not quite going your way, appreciate it, but let us know. And let us know where you're all watching from as well. Free kick for Chelsea. The choice is, was that off the bar? It actually came off Max Merrick's head, the goalkeeper for Chelsea tonight. The 20-year-old goalkeeper represented England at under 20 level. And again, Chelsea trying to play it out the back. It does look quite dangerous at times. West Ham just buoyed by their performance so far. 36 minutes played. West Ham United 3, Chelsea 0.
It's got to miss a line.
It's 3 different goal scorers today as well. If you just tuned in, Lewis Orford got things underway with an absolutely delightful free kick. Just over on the left of centre it was. Well cut out by Medine. And then Preston Fearon with the second. And there was Ajala with his 2nd league goal, fired into an empty net. Well, Josh Landers will be desperate to get involved in the goal action tonight. He's got 5 league goals to his name this season, top scorer for the Hammers in Premier League 2. And so far, West Ham are doing a wonderful job of keeping the Chelsea danger man, Mueka, absolutely silent. He got a hat-trick last time out against Crystal Palace in the 4-1 win for the Blues. But so far, he's had nothing. Chelsea fan watching from Malawi, great to have you along. Butter Dog says he's watching from Antarctica. Are you really watching from Antarctica? Really? Here's Fearon. If you are, that's absolutely amazing. Frog in a Well is watching from Papua New Guinea. Don't forget the quiz question as well, everybody. I haven't had time. I've got 4 in total, but I just haven't had time to do any others than this one so far. It really has been a scintillating game. But since the year 2007, players have graduated from the West Ham Academy and gone on to make over 100 senior appearances. Who are those players? I'm going to start feeding them through for you before we get to the break. Jermaine Defoe is one of them. He made 105 appearances. The ball in the centre circle. Chelsea trying to make their first meaningful attack of the game here. They haven't had a shot on or off target in the opening 39 minutes here. I saw a lot of you. Mark Noble has obviously won 550 appearances. I've seen the name Declan Rice. Yes, Declan Rice with 245 appearances. I'm sure I saw somebody put James Tompkins in as well, and that is correct. 243 appearances from James Tompkins. Somebody else watching from Australia. Somebody called I Love Croatia is watching from Australia. Shouldn't you be watching from Croatia? And here come West Ham into the box again. They couldn't make it 4, could they? Landers gets his head onto it. It's gone into the back of the net, but I think it's been chalked off. You can tell by the reaction from Josh Landers. Again, that was Kante winning the ball. Ajala chips it over, and I think Landers might have been offside, unless it came off a Chelsea player, did it? Either way, it does not count, and it remains West Ham United 3, Chelsea 0 in the first half here, into the 40th minute. Well. It might have been a bit of a controversial moment. Unfortunately, if that did come off a Chelsea player, then Landers would not have been offside. However, if Ajala was the last player to touch it, then it does look like he was a foot or two offside. Well, thank you to West Ham fans and Chelsea fans for joining me tonight. My name's Ian Waterhouse. I'm commentating by myself tonight. Appreciate you keeping me company. I can see the comments in the live chat. And here is Leo Cardosa on the score sheet against Palace last time out, trying to create something for Chelsea. And few and far between. No shots on or off target for the Blues in this first half. Here is Derry. There is a player who can create some magic for the Blues. It's certainly the Chelsea number 11 tonight, but Nadine wins the throw on the halfway line. Somebody actually watching from the Rush Green commentary gantry. Hello. It's Briggs. He will take the throw for the Hammers. It goes to Brown. Ball just slightly miscontrolled. It's going to run out of play. Well, I've got a special feature as well. I might have to do it in the second half now. It's a loan watch feature. A number of the West Ham under-21s are currently on loan. George Earthy's at Bristol City. Christian Heggie is at MTK Budapest. Junior Robinson is at Boreham Wood. Mason Terry is at Braintree. Callum Marshall is at Bochum in the German second division. I'm going to give you an update on how they all got on at the weekend, but that might have to wait till the second half now. It's amazing how quick the game goes. Cardosa switches it over to the right side. Chelsea looking dangerous really for the first time in this half. Wilson trying to get the cross in. Bit of a shirt tug was there. There was, and it's a free kick for West Ham, and Chelsea's attack comes to nothing. Just seen somebody comment saying in Athens Hammer, somebody watching from Sentinel Island. Back to the quiz question answer for you. So, since 2007, players from the West Ham Academy have gone on to make over 100 senior appearances. Who are they? Whilst we wait for the free kick to be taken by Tom Worcester. Jermaine Defoe with 105. Anton Ferdinand, 163. Mark Noble with 550. Jack Collison, 121. James Tompkins, 243. Declan Rice, 245. And Ben Johnson, 109. Sometimes it's just worth having a go, isn't it? The answer. I will go through the answers again because I appreciate I whizzed through them quite quick. 43 minutes on the clock. West Ham 3, Chelsea 0, and it's got to be one of the most dominant first half performances of football that I have ever seen. I call it as I see it, and West Ham have been absolutely scintillating. They just seem to win absolutely everything. Everything is going the Hammers' way so far. Max Merritt, a bit of nifty footwork there. But again, that was Lewis Brown with the first touch. Here is Adielly, and West Ham win the ball again. A Chelsea fan watching from Northern Ireland. Big thank you to all of you, West Ham and Chelsea fans, for tuning in tonight. 2,510 of you watching. Fearon over onto the left hand side. 3 goals, 3 different goal scorers, and here is one of them, Preston Fearon. Got the second tonight. Lewis Orford got things underway with that free kick, and then Josh Ajala with the third, firing into an empty net after Josh Landers had done an awful lot of hard work. Wilson picked up the loose ball, the number 3 for Chelsea, Caden Wilson. Joined the club at under 14 levels, actually spotted at a Bristol grassroots local tournament. Asked to go for a trial at Chelsea and impressed. There's been a slight change recently as well in the under 21s management for Chelsea. Callum McFarlane is now joined Liam Rossinia's senior side coaching staff, so Harry Hudson has stepped up to take the under 21s. Callum McFarlane was the man who stepped up when Enzo Maresca was sacked. I've just seen the call is 4 minutes as well will be added on at the end of this first half. Really just for the 3 goals that we've had. No stoppages have we really for any injuries or anything. It's just added on for the 3 goals. Into the centre circle now. Is there some sort of response from Chelsea? I'm sure Harry Hudson will have a stern word with his side at the break. Oyabadi holding the ball and nifty bit of footwork. Good sort of definition of how this half has gone. Here is Ajala. Fed through to Medine. He's linking up so well, is Jethro Medine over on the right side. His brother Jetta played for the under-18s on Friday night in the FA Youth Cup. The penalty shootout loss against Everton. Great experience though for the boys to be playing up at Goodison Park, it was. Is Walsh now for Chelsea.
Look, we're on a pole. There's no run. Look at our top line, both.
The win will take West Ham up to 8th in Premier League 2 tonight at the halfway stage. Just finishing the top 16 is absolutely crucial to make it through to the end of season elimination. And of course to earn qualification for next season's Premier League International Cup. West Ham essentially out of the Premier League International Cup. Still got another game to play. That will be against Anderlecht. And The initial fixture was called off due to a frozen pitch, so that will still have to be played. Chelsea started the day 4th in Premier League 2. 7 wins from their 10 games so far. But if West Ham can hold on to this, it will be a 5th win out of 10 games. Last season, though, the Hammers finished 4th in Premier League 2, won 12 out of their 20 games. Chelsea are the 2 times Premier League 2 winners, though, winning it in 2014 and 2020. 4 minutes was the call, so we're almost at the end of this half. Just a quick reminder of that quiz question answer. Since 2000, 7 players from the West Ham Academy have gone on to make over 100 men's senior appearances. There are Jermaine Defoe, Anton Ferdinand, Mark Noble, Jack Collison, James Tompkins, Declan Rice, Ben Johnson. We've got more questions coming up in the second half, and we've got the new feature, the Loan Watch feature as well. I thought I might be able to get that done in this first half, but it's been so action-packed, I just haven't had a chance. We're in the closing stages of the opening 45. You must be absolutely delighted, everybody, with what you've seen so far. West Ham fans, let me know in that comment section. Do keep your questions coming in as well, and let us know where you're watching from tonight too. It has been faultless from the Hammers in the opening 45 minutes. No shots on or off target for Chelsea. 3 goals, 3 different goal scorers for the Hammers. And who knows, maybe it could be a little bit more. As Merrick quickly has to clear his lines, but again, Medine gets there first. He's won absolutely every first ball as Jethro Medine tonight. And that is the half-time whistle here at Rush Green. Well, does it get any better than that, West Ham fans? Let me know what you think. I can see the chat, so keep them coming in. Just a quick reminder as well, there is a huge Premier League night under the lights coming to London Stadium Tuesday the 10th of February as Manchester United visit East London. It's top flight football you don't want to miss. Tickets start from £50 with junior tickets from £37.50. Secure your seats now at whufc.com/tickets before they all get snapped up. Well, it has been perfect from West Ham in the first half. Here at the break at Rush Green, it's West Ham United 3, Chelsea 0. I'll be back for the second half. Don't go far. Well, welcome back, everybody. Still waiting for the players to actually emerge. It does feel like it's a lengthy half-time at the minute, doesn't it? But what a first-half performance that was from West Ham United. 3 goals, 3 different goal scorers. Lewis Orford, Preston Fearon and Josh Ajala. Whilst we do wait for the second half to get back underway, I've been doing a little bit of loan watching as well to see how some of the other West Ham Academy players have been getting on whilst they have left West Ham to go out on loan. Let's have a quick look, shall we? Callum Marshall has gone on loan to Bochum in the German second division, and he had a blinder actually at the weekend. He scored the equaliser in a 3-3 draw in the German second division against Darmstadt on Sunday. Christian Heggie, the goalkeeper, he's gone on loan to MTK Budapest. They're actually in their winter break at the minute in the Hungarian top flight. We did play a friendly against Videoton on Saturday in a 2-2 draw. George Earthy, as we know, he's gone back to Bristol City where he did so well last season. He came on as a 46-minute substitute in the 0-0 draw against Oxford United in the Championship on Saturday. We had a bit of a West Ham Academy National League derby on Saturday as well. Mason Terry, the goalkeeper, has gone on loan to Braintree Town, and Junior Robinson is on loan at Boreham Wood. Those two sides met on Saturday in the National League, and it was a 3-0 win for Boreham Wood. Mason Terry played the entire game for Braintree, and Junior Robinson played 65 minutes before coming off for Boreham Wood, and that's how things are looking for some of the players out on loan at the minute. That is Loan Watch as the referees and the Chelsea players start to make their way back out onto the pitch. Let me know what you think the second half is going to produce, everybody, in that comment section. I can see them. And again, do keep letting me know where you're watching from as well. I can see the comments. I will give you a shout out if you comment something particularly interesting as well. If you're in the UK, whereabouts in the UK are you? If you're overseas, where are you? What country? What city? What town? What village? Let me know. I want to hear from you. Thank you for keeping me company tonight as well. My name's Ian Wardhouse, commentating on my own. I really do appreciate it. And if you haven't already, please hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button as well so you don't miss any of the content coming up for West Ham United. A lot of action coming up. The men's senior side take on Sunderland at home on Saturday the 24th, 12:30 kickoff. Tickets still available for that one. The women travel to Leicester City in the WSL very shortly. I've just seen Mark Phillips making his way out. He joined me on commentary on Friday night for the under-18s as they travelled up to Goodison Park in the FA Youth Cup. Sadly lost 3-0 in a penalty shootout. So the women travel to Leicester City on Sunday, 11:55 kickoff. The under-21s are next in action this Friday against Norwich City. 7 o'clock kickoff. You can watch that right here on the West Ham YouTube channel. And the under-18s travel to Birmingham City on Saturday for a 12 o'clock kickoff. Hit that subscribe button, make sure you don't miss any of the action. I know we've got a lot of Chelsea supporters tuning in tonight as well. Thank you for joining us, Chelsea fans. What did you make of that first half? What does Harry Hudson say to his side at the break? So, as ever, I've got a couple more quiz questions coming up for you in this second half. So, we still wait for West Ham to emerge. Oh, here they come now. Look, there they go. There is Lewis Brown, just seen coming out back onto the pitch. So, I've got another quiz question for you, and it harks us back quite a while. On the 1st of December 2012, so the 1st of December 2012, West Ham beat Chelsea 3-1 in the Premier League at Upton Park. Who scored that day? So on the 1st of December 2012, West Ham beat Chelsea 3-1 in the Premier League at Upton Park. Who scored the goals? Get that live chat lit up right now. A lot of you are still getting your comments in. Thank you so much. We've got Naomi's watching from Malta. We've got Patrick watching from the Sea of Tranquility in Luna. Stephanie's watching from Romford. Come on, you Iron, she says. Chelsea fans, where are you watching from? Let me know. Get that comment section in. A lot of you watching. 1,701 of you tuning in right now. We do have a change, as we can see, for Chelsea. I think it was Leo Cardosa going off, wasn't it? And the number 16 of Dujuan Richards is the player coming on. Richards joined Chelsea in the summer of 2023. He's a 20-year-old. He's a forward. He's Jamaican, and he's nicknamed Whisper. So it looks like there's no changes for West Ham at the break. So for the Hammers, they line up like this. It's Worcester in goal, then Medine, Brown, Orford, Briggs, Oyabadi, Fearon, Kante, Landers, Ajala and Adielly. If that was the only change, I believe, for Chelsea, it's Merrick, Antwi, Wilson, Subaloy, Imenolo, Raksaki, Dyer, Mueka, Walsh, Derry and now Richards. More people watching from South Africa. Giovanni is watching in Jamaica. I'm sure you'll be keeping an eye on Dujuan Richards then. He's just come onto the pitch. Actually, there has been another change for Chelsea. I've just seen the number 12, Justin Asagi, is on the pitch as well. So a couple of changes by Harry Hudson at the break. Trying to see if Chelsea can get themselves back into this one. He sent a fourth for the Hammers, would surely be game, set and match. Win tonight for the Hammers will see them move up to 8th in Premier League 2 at the halfway stage. Chelsea have an opportunity to go second in the table, but they do need to win the game. And it's an uphill battle for the Blues. Not beyond them though. It's game on here in the second half at the Rush Green Stadium. It's first meaningful touch of the ball for Richards, the substitute for the Blues, looking to make a difference. The ball's over the top. It looks like he's strayed well offside, but Worcester sprinted out of his area to get the ball quickly. Nick Brown, you're absolutely correct. It was Carlton Cole, the Army, with the goals for West Ham that day. Who got the goal for Chelsea? Chelsea fans, let me know who scored the goal that day. We're just having a quick look at a replay. That was Josh Landers. Here's Fearon now on the ball. Just tugged back a little bit, was he, by the Chelsea number 6 of Raksaki. Referee having a quick chat, a cluster of players. Feel like something might spark any second, but things settling down a little bit. There's a free kick for West Ham. So as a quick reminder, 1st of December 2012, West Ham beat Chelsea 3-1 in the Premier League at Upton Park. Who scored the goals? We know for West Ham it was Carlton Cole in the 63rd minute, Mo Diame in the 86th, and Modibo Mega in the 90th. But who scored for Chelsea? In fact, Chelsea actually took the lead in that game in the first half. And was that a red card there for Samuel Raksaki? Well, we'll have to double check that for you, but I think we might have had a bit of a moment here in the game. We must have. We'll double check for you, but what we do know, it's a free kick for West Ham, and it's Lewis Orford behind it once again, and he goes for it, but this time Merrick is equal to it. Oyabadi feeding it through now to Adielly. Adielly tussling for the ball, and it's going to be a corner for the home side. So apologies to Samuel Raksaki. I've just had it confirmed it was the number 4 for Chelsea, Soboloi, who's been sent off. So we saw a bit of an altercation between the players, didn't we? But it looks like Soboloi has gone, and Chelsea's day just goes from bad to worse. Max Merrick is just down on the ground at the minute. He's going to receive a little bit of treatment, so we're going to have a pause in play here. Well, I'm going to quickly run through some of the comments for you. Actually, we're going to have a quick look here. That is Soboloi, the number 4. He's tugging Josh Landers back there. I think there must be more in this than we've seen. That was the battle between Josh Landers and Soboloi. It doesn't really look like there's too much. And mind you, Landers goes down there. I'm not really too sure what the red card was for. Well, Kevin Webb, he says he's standing on my shed roof watching the game. Kevin, maybe you got a better look at it than I did. Can we get that confirmed? What did you see there? Because I've just been told that Soboloi, the number 4, has been sent off. It can't be just for that. There's got to be more in it. I just wonder, maybe did he say something to the referee? But that certainly wasn't a red card. I wasn't sure it was a booking. We've got Ian Morrison watching from Murcia in Spain. We've got another change coming up for Chelsea, so they try and change things up. Now Raksaki is coming off the pitch, and coming on is Harrison McMahon, the number 14 for the Blues. What can he do? Well, it's still it was a strong Chelsea side that started this game. It's this only one change from the side that beat Crystal Palace 4-1 in the Premier League 2 fixture just 9 days ago. Ollie Harrison dropped out, and in came Samuel Raksaki. That was the only change. Merrick, Antwi, Wilson, Soboloi, Imalo, Dyer, Cardoso, Walsh, Derry and Mweka all started in that win against Palace. Here's a corner now for the Hammers. In it comes here at Rush Green, and Merrick gets his hands to it quickly. We're back underway. Long throw by Max Merrick. Now the referee calls up again. I don't think he was happy with something. I wonder if it's just for the little touch back there from Josh Landers. Free kick now for Chelsea. And here come the Blues now, trying to find a way back into the game. Here is McMahon's first touch of the ball since coming on. Dyer over to the left side with Genesis Antwi. He's been kept fairly quiet in the game. He's made a senior debut for Chelsea. Made a senior debut against Copenhagen in the Europa Conference League as a substitute for Pedro Neto. What a bad time to come on, eh? He says, good evening from Glasgow, Scotland, enjoying the cracking commentary. Oh, thank you very much. 52 minutes on the clock, West Ham 3, Chelsea 0. All goals coming in the first half. Lewis Orford got things underway with an absolutely delightful free kick. And Preston Fearon and Josh Ajala making it 3-0. West Ham, that first half performance was one of the most dominant first half performances you're ever likely to see. Chelsea still yet to have a shot on or off target in this game. Quite remarkable. They are a good team, Chelsea. Started today 4th in Premier League 2, having won 7 of their 10 games coming into this. They are out of the EFL Trophy and currently bottom of Group C in a Premier League International Cup. West Ham also bottom of their group in the Premier League International Cup, still with one game to play. That will be against Anderlecht, but don't forget you can watch the under-21s live this Friday against Norwich City here at Rush Green. It'll be on the West Ham United YouTube channel. It'll be on commentary for that one as well. So if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button to make sure you don't miss any of the action. If it's anything like the performance tonight, then we are in for a treat under the lights this Friday night. Tempo's just slowed down a little bit in this second half. The job so far done in the opening 45. Lewis Orford has been absolutely sensational tonight, the number 4 for West Ham. Now the ball's over on the right side with the Hammers. In that first half, every time they got the ball into the Chelsea half, they looked like scoring. Lewis Orford has certainly put a captain's performance in. He's had a low spell at Stevenage this season as well, Orford, but West Ham are better for having him back. Here's Ajala, goal scorer earlier. 2 league goals to his name so far this season. He picks the ball up again over on the right-hand side. The ball's in low, and it's dealt with by Justin Asagi, but it goes out for a corner. Well, Justin Asagi has just come on to the pitch as well for the Blues. Low delivery in, and Asagi does right there. If in doubt, just knock it out. 20-year-old centre-back is a Republic of Ireland youth international. Just joined the club as well. Made his squad debut against Northampton Town in the EFL Trophy for Chelsea. Here is Orford now. We know he can strike the ball. Fearon whips it in. It's cleared by Chelsea. Tom Worcester probably could have read a book in the game today. He's not had too much to do. Former Manchester United Academy man. Now the ball's put forward and West Ham decide to break. They go like lightning speed. Adielly draws in the foul and wins the free kick. Shirt tight, gets his body to protect the ball, and it's Reggie Walsh who gives it away. 17-year-old Reggie Walsh. He's been at Chelsea since the under-8s. He's a box-to-box midfielder. He's also played for the men's Chelsea senior side, made his debut against Djurgården in the Conference League. He actually also became Chelsea's youngest ever player to play in the Champions League when he came on as a substitute against Ajax. It's a lovely ball with his Adielly into the box. It's now an Ajala, it's 4. Adielly and Ajala linking up. And Ajala gets his second of the night, his third league goal of the season. But Chelsea get their fourth of the night. West Ham United 4, Chelsea 0. West Ham get their fourth of the night. I should say, here is Ajala linking up with Adielly. There is Ajala, and it's West Ham 4, Chelsea 0. And is that game set and match here at Rush Green? Well, what a performance from the Hammers. Ajala with a brace tonight. The West Ham under 21s are in scintillating form. No sign of taking their foot off the gas pedal. Ajala makes it 4. We are back underway, and what do Chelsea do here? This is very unlike the Blues of Chelsea, trailing by 4 goals to 0. And at the minute, West Ham looking like they're going to make it a 5th league win of the season, but perhaps more importantly, 8 games in a row unbeaten in Premier League 2 this season. It's also their 22nd goal of the campaign. Started today 10 points off the top. They'll close the gap by 3 here. Victories over Aston Villa, Birmingham, Sunderland and Liverpool this season for West Ham. Draws against Wolves, Arsenal and Brighton. A couple of defeats coming at the start of the season, but here is Adielly again over onto the left-hand side. It's going to fall nicely for Fearon. He gets the shot away and it's 5. West Ham 5, Chelsea 0. Took a wicked deflection, didn't it? But Fearon's going to wheel away and he's going to claim it. 2 for Fearon, 2 for Ajala, 1 for Orford. And in a blink of an eye, it's West Ham 5, Chelsea 0. It did take an absolute wicked deflection there off Genesis Antwi. Completely took it away from the path of Max Merrick, but Fearon doesn't care. I think it was going on target at least anyway, so I'm sure it'll be credited to Preston Fearon. Well, I said a moment ago, at 4, is that game set and match? Well, I think the white flag might be waving from Chelsea. 5 down and down to 10 men as well. This is one of the most dominant performances you will see from a side. West Ham have been absolutely sensational here at Rush Green. Merrick launches the ball forward. Well, what does Greg Lincoln do here as well? There's quite a bit of action coming up for the under-21s soon. We might see a few changes. Dan Cummings, Reece Byrne, Alicia Sawunmi, Ryan Batram and Regan Clayton are all on the bench for the Hammers tonight, so it's actually a pretty impressive bench, isn't it? Chelsea looking to break over on the right hand side. Is there at least something to cheer about? Is there a consolation tonight for the Blues? West Ham will do everything they can to prevent that. A clean sheet will be exactly what Tom Worcester wants. Well, if you like what you've seen so far tonight, don't forget we've got some massive home fixtures coming up for the men's senior side, and great value tickets available right now. You can bring the whole family to London Stadium as we host newly promoted Sunderland on Saturday the 24th of January in a 12:30 kickoff. Tickets are available now of adults from just £35 and kids for only £1. Yes, it's a great day out for the family and a chance to roar on the boys at home. You can get your tickets at whufc.com/tickets. Well, Chelsea enjoying a bit of spell of possession here over on the far side. It has been a miserable night. I know we've got a number of Chelsea fans with us tonight. I've got to call it as I see it. 5 goals down to 10 men. No shots on or off target. I'm sure there was an awful lot of belief coming into this game that Chelsea might be able to get something out of it.
Got to find Wisp. Now, look at that was just a 1v1. Too static.
And now Chelsea looking to pick the ball up. It's whipped forward, and again it was won by West Ham. Reggie Walsh though picks up the ball for the Blues. It's on the halfway line. And can Chelsea just hold things down a little bit, just let the game settle in? Bit of a slip, but it's going to run through to a Chelsea player over on the far side. Well, the only player who might be a little bit disappointed with things tonight from a West Ham perspective so far is the number 9, Josh Landers. It's 5 goals to his name so far this season. He's the leading goal scorer for West Ham in Premier League 2. Although perhaps the biggest player who's disappointed is Shumara Muweka, the leading scorer. Oh, that's brought down late by Adielly. I wonder if he could be in a little bit of trouble here.
Straight red, nice.
It was Richards who was through. And what's the referee going to do here? And I think it looks like it's red, is it? And it is. It's a straight red card. Adielly, well, he was having the night of his life until that moment. 2 goals. The ball falls to Richards. And Adielly, whichever way you look at it, does take Richards down. And it is a straight red card for Amika Adielly. 2 goals tonight and a red card. It's an eventful evening for him. But now it's 10 players apiece. And it's a free kick in a very dangerous position for Chelsea. Well, is this the moment for Chelsea to get what would surely still only be a consolation? You'd have to say the Hammers are surely heading to the 3 points and up to 8th in the Premier League 2 tonight. But this is an opportunity, a first real opportunity of the game for the Blues. It's Jesse Derry who stood over it. Derry with 11 goals in 18 appearances in all competitions for the Blues this season. Going to try and copy Orford. Derry with it. And Worcester makes the save, palms it away, and it's going to be a corner. Well, it's a first shot on target for the Blues tonight. But Worcester was equal to it. He definitely wants to keep his clean sheet. It's been a red card for both sides. And Chelsea looking down. Here's Fearon. Fearon trying to charge forward. He's got Orford and Landers calling for it. Here is Josh Landers over on the left-hand side. He's got Ajala. Here is Ajala. And I think the offside flag has been called, has it? It has. And it's 10 v 10 now, but West Ham still with the 5-goal advantage. It was nicely put through by Lewis Orford. I know we're still only fairly early on, 65 minutes, but do start letting me know who's caught your eye tonight, which players, for both sides as well. I know we've got a lot of Chelsea fans watching. It's great to have you along. We do appreciate you tuning in tonight. In the comment section, who has impressed you the most? I am going to be asking in about 15 minutes or so for your player of the match, so start having a bit of a look. Yes, Scott Barner says Orford a real talent. Got to be honest, every time I've seen him play, he has been absolutely sensational, and he's really starting to contribute with the goals as well. He scored tonight, scored against Wimbledon, he's scored against Aldershot in the National League Cup, scored against Sporting in the Premier League International Cup as well. Here's Richards over on the right side. He's looked quite a bright spark since coming on for Chelsea at the break, the number 16. Here's Ajala. And Orford taking the ball forward. Apologies, it was Ajala with the 2 goals tonight, not Adielly. And here's Medine trying to feed the ball in. Medine has not had too much work to do on that right side today. A quick reminder, I get so excited I completely forgot about the quiz question as well. A lot of you got it right actually, but on the 1st of December 2012, West Ham beat Chelsea 3-1 in the Premier League at Upton Park. Who scored the goals? We mentioned it was Carlton Cole, Mega and Mo Diami for West Ham. For Chelsea, I did ask a question, who scored for Chelsea? They actually took the lead in the 13th minute courtesy of Juan Mata. Here's an easy question for you as well, West Ham fans. Who scored the last ever goal, the last ever professional top flight goal at Upton Park? Who was it? I'm sure you'll all get that pretty quick as well. I expect that comment section to light up very quickly. Well, the under-21s for West Ham have a big game coming up next Tuesday night up in Lincolnshire. More on that in a minute. And West Ham managed to deal with it. It's going to be Briggs who picks up the ball. And now it's West Ham's turn to calmly play it out from the back. Lovely little bit of play. Here is Ajala. Josh Ajala. He could be on for a hat-trick and it's just pulled wide. Landers just stood there, let it run past him. I think if he got a touch, he might have been stood in an offside position. Ajala, he wants a hat-trick tonight, doesn't he? Fearon's got 2 to his name as well. Lewis Orford got things underway early on in the first half with that scintillating free kick. All the goals, well, the first 3 goals coming for West Ham. The second 2, of course, coming in the second half. Fearon and Ajala scoring in both halves. Change now coming up for West Ham. It's going to be Ryan Batram and Regan Clayton, the 2 players coming on. It looks like Lewis Brown has gone off. He does, and also making his way is Kante is coming off. It's been reasonably quiet in the game. I'd actually take that as a compliment. So Ryan Batram and Regan Clayton, the 2 players coming on for the Hammers this evening. Well, Regan Clayton started against AFC Wimbledon last week in the EFL Trophy. He's been at West Ham since he's 10 years old. Did have a loan spell at Dangler Redbridge last season, so got a bit of men's senior experience. Ryan Batram on as well, the 20-year-old. On the FA Youth and Premier League Under-18 South in the 22-23 season. Made 19 appearances for the Under-21s last season, Ryan Batram. And did get on the score sheet as well, netting against Sunderland. A couple of changes, but Lincoln changing things up a little bit. Still 5-0 to the Hammers in the 70th minute here, just 20 to go. Fearon feeds the ball through to Landers. And Merrick just got the slightest of touches to take it away from goal, and it needed it as well. And Josh Landers still can't believe his luck tonight. He can't believe he hasn't been on the score sheet. Look at that, and what a save that is by Max Merrick in the Chelsea goal. It needed a touch. And Harrison McMahon just cleared the ball away. And West Ham so close to making it 6. Worcester knocks the ball up high and forward. Yeah, a lot of you got that quiz question right. It was an easy one, wasn't it? Winston Reid with the last goal for West Ham at Upton Park in the last game there, the win against Manchester United, wasn't it? Here's another one for you. Perhaps this is a little bit tougher. And just no cheating as well, no Googling, by the way. Don't ruin it for everybody. But how many games were played at Upton Park in total? How many games were played at Upton Park in its history? That's a quiz question for you. Ball's into the box. And he's headed wide. And that might have been the moment. It's Wecker who's had little to work with tonight. The Chelsea number 9, real danger man, and he puts his head wide. His hat-trick against Crystal Palace last time out. He joined the club from Brighton at under 15s level, has represented England at under 19s. Also made his men's senior debut for Chelsea against Astana in the Europa Conference League. Actually got 5 goals in 3 games for England under 19s and 10 league goals to his name. But so far tonight he has been kept quiet. Seeing a lot of comments still coming in that live chat. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate you showing your support for the Young Hammers tonight as well. They take on Norwich City this Friday in Premier League 2. You can watch that live here on the West Ham United YouTube channel. So if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button to make sure you don't miss any of the action. It's the men's senior team in action against Sunderland. Someone asked me to wish their cousin Imran a happy birthday. He's a massive Mark Noble fan. Yeah, absolutely. Your cousin Imran, happy birthday. Mark Noble, 550 appearances for West Ham. Now, somebody in all of those comments has got it absolutely spot on. Now, either your knowledge is absolutely sensational or you've Googled it. So, if you've got it right off your own head, I'm impressed. Well done, congratulations. Not going to give the answer away just yet, but I've just seen the correct answer. In fact, 2 of you have got it correct now. In fact, three now. Either some of you are Googling it or your knowledge is spot on. I'm going to say your knowledge is spot on. I'm going to assume that you just know everything about West Ham, and I'm impressed. Bit of a push there. It's going to be a free kick for Chelsea. It has been played as well. Trying to work it into the box. Don't give away any silly penalties here. Oyabadi gets his head to it. Now it's headed down, and Derry's trying to chase after it. Chelsea now, this is their best spell of the game. And Saggy. Josh Landers with a no-nonsense bit of, should we say, defending. Mum Who Irons is planning to head down to Rush Green to watch on Friday. Well, if it's like this, you won't be disappointed, will you? Here's Richards for Chelsea. Wins the free kick. Ruben Clayton. And the 2 number 16s going toe-to-toe, and the referee's not happy with how quick Richards played it, and it's going to be pulled back. The correct answer is, yes, 2,398. Either Google's just had an absolute hammering, or you're all very, very knowledgeable. But yes, 2,398 games played at Upton Park in its history. Pretty impressive stuff indeed. Richards for Chelsea. Feed it to Andrew. Might have taken a touch actually. Well, this is certainly Chelsea's best spell of the game. There's been red cards for both sides here. Adielly sent off for West Ham, and it was Subaloy sent off for Chelsea. Both red cards coming in this second half.
Look, we've got no box for it.
75 minutes on the clock here. West Ham 5, Chelsea 0 in the Premier League 2. First Premier League 2 game for West Ham since the 7th of November. A 3-0 win over Liverpool. And the ball comes in. Max Merrick. It's Richards with the shot. And now Chelsea are starting to at least add to their statistics. No shot on or off target at all for Chelsea in the first half. And they certainly looked a little bit brighter in this second set of 45. Won the Premier League 2 twice of Chelsea in 2014 and 2020. Did come into this one as well with back-to-back Premier League 2 wins. Both results by 4-1 as well against Crystal Palace and Reading, although the last away game in Premier League 2 was a 1-0 defeat up at Everton. West Ham have now scored in their last 6 in all competitions. We've seen a change here for the Hammers. Slow march off. Dan Cummings is the player coming on. The centre forward, Dan Cummings, got on the score sheet against Borussia Dortmund 2 last Tuesday night, latching onto a mistake actually at the back by Dortmund, in what proved to be nothing more than a consolation in a 2-1 defeat. That was at the Chigwell Construction Stadium. And here's Orford. Over to Ajala. He's looked so dangerous on that left side. Ajala with the ball at his feet in the box. He fires it in. Merrick gets it headed off the line. And it's the number 5, the Menelo, who gets the final touch to take it away from goal, but only as far as Preston Fearon. Here is Orford again. 77.5 minutes played. Start letting me know your player of the match, surely. For me, I think it's got to be Lewis Orford. Not just from that wonderful free kick he scored, but he's covered pretty much every single blade of grass in the game. Here's Clayton feeding it through nicely to Ajala, and Dan Cummings trying to latch onto it, but it's just taken away from him. Chelsea driving forward now. Well, here is Richards. He's probably been Chelsea's best player since coming on in the second half, the number 16. Two and a half thousand of you watching. Thank you so much. Great numbers and great support for the young Hammers tonight. It's looking like it's going to be Derby Day delight for West Ham. And it'll be back-to-back victories over Chelsea in Premier League 2 as well. It was a 3-2 victory for West Ham back in September 2024. Adielly got a brace that day. So far it's Preston Fearon and Ajala scored 2 apiece, and Lewis Orford got things underway for the Hammers. Simon Penn says Fearon man of the match by mine. Certainly got a claim to it as well. Yeah, him and shot comes in. It's spilled by Worcester, but cleared quickly by the Hammers. Again, another shot on target for Chelsea. Certainly doing their stats the world of good in this second half, but still yet to get through. Dan Cummings doing well to hold on to the ball. Now it's Clayton. Here's Battram working into the box. He's just taking too much of a heavy touch. And a sense of frustration and kicking the ball away. He's probably going to find his name in the book, and does. Ryan Battram yellow carded for kicking the ball away in frustration. We've got, this is not a good sign at all, because there is Preston Fearon down on the ground. Certainly Fearon and Orford tonight have been absolutely brilliant. Fearon's going to come off. Let's hope it's nothing more than just to rest up a little bit. Alicia Sowunmi is the player coming on, the 18-year-old forward. Scored 2 hat-tricks last season for the under-18s. Sowunmi, so a very capable player coming on into the last 10 minutes here at the Rush Green Stadium. West Ham United 5, Chelsea 0 in Premier League 2. And Sowunmi is on for Fearon. Andrew Wellis just asked who scored 4 and 5. It was Preston Fearon who got the 4th. Did take a deflection, and Ajala with the 5th. He's got 2 today. Fearon goes off the pitch. He's certainly done his work tonight. In with a shout, the player in the match. I still think for me, Lewis Orford just edges it, but it doesn't really matter. I don't have any say in it at all. Nothing official from me. But let me know what you think in that comment section. Your player of the match.
Yeah, just come wider.
Austin says I'd give Ajala man of the match. Yeah, that's a fair shout as well, to be honest with you. Richards picks up the ball. My best player for Chelsea has been Richards. Here he is now, and he's only come on in the second half. The delivery leaves a little bit to be desired, and it's out for a West Ham goal kick here. It's been a perfect night for the Hammers. The first half performance is one of the best you will ever see from a home side. And if Friday night is anything like this, we are in for a real treat. And if you like treats, it's not too far to go until Manchester United visit the London Stadium. It's going to be a huge night under the lights on Tuesday the 10th of February. Manchester United visit East London. Top flight football you do not want to miss. Tickets start from £50 with junior tickets from £37.50. Secure your seats now at whufc.com/tickets. Well, the West Ham women are in action as well this Sunday as they travel to Leicester in the WSL. The men take on Sunderland this Saturday for a 12:30 kickoff. The under-21s, as we said, are in action again this Friday, 7 o'clock kickoff live on the West Ham YouTube channel. The under-18s travel to Birmingham City on Saturday for a 12 o'clock kickoff. To appreciate your support of the young Hammers. Chelsea fans watching tonight as well. Who's been your best player, would you say? For me, it's been the number 16, Richards. Do keep your comments coming in. I want to hear it from you all. Really appreciate you watching tonight. And it is going to be 3 points for the Hammers. It's been very eventful, hasn't it? 5 goals, 2 red cards. We've had it all, really. We couldn't have asked for a better night. A Monday night of football. And it's Asagi charging through. He's just had his heels clipped a little bit by Dan Cummings. He wins the free kick. Is there a consolation at least in this for the Blues tonight? This is Dyer. 19-year-old midfielder. Joins Chelsea from West Brom at under 15s level. Has represented England at under 15s all the way through to under 20s. And the ball goes straight out. It is going to be a corner though.
Yeah.
Scott says beating Spurs and Chelsea in the same week could get used to this. Yeah, remember I can see your comments in the live chat, so do keep them coming in. Really appreciate your company tonight. Here's Dyer. Back to Derry. He's a bit frustrated with proceedings. It's not a bad delivery into the box. In fact, I think he might have even been going for goal. There's one other game taking place tonight in Premier League 2. It is Reading, rock bottom Reading at home against Blackburn.
He didn't come out. They just left one.
And there is a Premier League game taking place tonight as well. If you're interested, it's Brighton 0, AFC Bournemouth 1. Almost at half time. Down on the south coast.
Come on, Dan! Come on, Dan!
I'm trying desperately to get the Reading under 21 score up. If anybody can do it in the live chat for me, I'd really appreciate it. It's not going to have any impact on either West Ham or Chelsea's position, but it's just purely for interest, really. Reading under 21s against Blackburn under 21s tonight. Reading bottom of the table at the start of the day. Blackburn the 25th. And Reading, quite remarkably, winning it by 4 goals to 1. That will be their first win of the season. They didn't expect that. In fact, it's been I wouldn't necessarily say this is. I think the scoreline is a shock, isn't it? I think even West Ham fans will admit that. Chelsea are a good team. Started the day 4th in the table. And West Ham are a good team as well. And we'll move up to 8th place at the halfway stage of the 25-26 Premier League 2 season. Remember, the top 16 qualify for the elimination playoffs at the end of the season and also qualify for next season's Premier League International Cup, which is it's essentially the Champions League of academy football. Richards picks up the ball well. Here is Dyer, now sort of grown into the second half, but the delivery is long and it's going to be a goal kick with 4 minutes to go here. I imagine there'll be quite a bit of added time at the end of this game with the 2 red cards and the 2 goals we've had in this second half. Luke's asked who scored. Well, Lewis Orford scored from a free kick Fearon has got a brace, and Ajala has got a brace tonight as well. I've enjoyed the quiz questions tonight. Thank you for all taking part. Just a quick reminder, the first half one, anybody who wasn't watching in the first half, the quiz question was since the year 2000, 7 players have graduated from the West Ham Academy. Now they've graduated since the year 2000, not before, but since the year 2000. And gone on to make over 100 senior appearances for the men's side. Who were they? They were Jermaine Defoe with 105, Aton Ferdinand 163, Mark Noble, of course, with 550, Jack Collison with 121, James Tompkins 243, Declan Rice 245, and Ben Johnson 109. The other quiz question we had tonight was on the 1st of December 2012. West Ham beat Chelsea 3-1 in the Premier League at Upton Park. Who scored the goals? Well, Chelsea got things underway actually in the 13th minute, courtesy of Juan Mata. And then Carlton Cole levelled things up in the 63rd. Mo Diarmi made it 2-1 in the 86th. And Modibo Mega made it 3-1 in the 90th minute. Also, who scored the last ever professional top flight goal at Upton Park? It was, of course, Winston Reid. And how many games were played at Upton Park in total? 2,398. Thank you so much for taking part tonight in that live chat. Really do appreciate it. We've got 2,422 people watching right now. And West Ham are going to make it Derby Day delight here. And back-to-back wins in Premier League 2. In fact, it is going to be 8 unbeaten now in a row in Premier League 2. They haven't lost since losing the opening 2 games of the league season.
Energy, Lou! Come on! Keep going!
And Chelsea did come into this one on back-to-back league wins. 4-1 win over Crystal Palace and a 4-1 win over Reading. But in the middle of there was a couple of defeats in the Premier League International Cup. 6-2 against Benfica and 3-1 against PSG. It does actually make it 15 goals conceded now for Chelsea in the last 4 in all competitions, including tonight. There's been a change as well in the academy setup. Callum McFarlane has joined Liam Rossinia's men's senior coaching staff, so Harry Hudson has stepped up to take charge of the under-21s for Chelsea. Here's Richards. Is there time for a consolation? The ball's into the box and it's comfortably cleared.
Sorry, 10 minutes.
We're going to have 10 minutes added on here. 10 minutes at the end of this game. I was expecting a bit, but I was expecting maybe 5 or 6. 10 minutes is quite a lot. We have had 2 red cards in this second half and 2 goals as well.
Where have you got 10 from?
Well, I've got another 10 minutes to fill here, so let's hope it's entertaining. Reggie Welsh picking up the ball over on the left side. Gets the delivery into the box and it runs all the way through. And it was Genesis Antwi there. Just needed to get a toe onto it and surely would have taken it into the back of the net. Such a really nice delivery from Walsh. On his right foot into the box and I just needed the tiniest of touches from Antwi. Lovely play by West Ham over on the right hand side. Strong defending by Chelsea, but it's going to be a throw. Is there a 6th in it for West Ham tonight?
Get him on it! Get him on the ball! Can we switch it? Ready to see!
Or is there a consolation for the Blues. It's definitely going to be 3 more points for West Ham. Their 5th league win of the season out of 10 games. It's done the goal difference the world of good as well. Moved them on to plus 11 goal difference if it stays like this. 23 goals scored in the league campaign, just 12 conceded. It's not done Chelsea any favours though. They'll now be 17 conceded. Have scored 24, but it's really going to hurt. The goal difference dropped them from plus 12 at the start of the day down to plus 7. They were just 4 points off Manchester United, the top of the table at the start of the day. Chelsea would have gone second with a win, but that is not going to happen. Just a reminder, tickets still available for the home fixture for the men's senior side against Sunderland this Saturday. Tickets are available now for adults from just £35. The kids for only £1 as well. Here's Walsh over on the far side, running the ball out of play. And it's kind of been the story of the night for the Blues, hasn't it, really? They had plenty of possession. Most of it in the first half really was in their own half. And the ball ran out of play, and Tom Worcester has got 7 minutes still to go just to hold on to that clean sheet. Well, West Ham have now scored in 9 of their 10 Premier League 2 games this season. Scored in last 6 now in all competitions. And if it stays like this as the ball's fired across the box, it will be back-to-back clean sheets as well in the league. 3-0 win over Liverpool last time out, but that was all the way back in November. Games are going to start coming thick and fast in the Premier League 2 as we reach the halfway stage. Austin says surely that doesn't warrant 10 minutes. Yeah, I'm not so sure I agree with 10 minutes, but we'll play it, we'll have it anyway, because it's been pretty entertaining tonight. Still 6 minutes to go, with the amount added on, and then what is additional time. Headed on by Orford. Again, who is your player of the match? I think I'm going to give it to this man, Lewis Orford. That's not official, by the way. I have no official saying it at all. And Orford charges through, but it's been dragged back. And it looks like the man I've just given my personal player of the match award has just been booked there. I've seen a number of... It could be Ajala, he's had a very good game. It could be Fearon as well, he's now off the pitch. It's been a very, very impressive performance tonight. There are a couple of changes, so when these come onto the pitch, of course, Batcham, Clayton and Cummings. The only player left on the bench for West Ham is the backup keeper, Reece Byrne.
What's the difference?
I've seen a lot of people in the comments section talking about where West Ham are in the table. They started day 13th in the Premier League 2 table. I think you might be looking at a live table now. With the Hammers will be moving up to, I believe it's 8th. I'll just double check that. But I think you might be looking at a live league table right now. So we started the day in 13th as Chelsea trying to feed the ball through, but it goes into the box and Worcester lets it run out of play.
Made it clear on.
Yeah, West Ham up to 8th in the table now. It's a live table you're looking at. They did start the day in 13th. They had only played 9 games before today, so as you can see now, including tonight's game, that is 10, so that is why they are up to 8th. So there you go, that's confirmation. We're looking at the live table. West Ham will end the day in 8th if it stays like this, which is, let's be honest, it will. So Wumney whips the ball across the box and it's going to go out of play for a Chelsea throw. We've got 3.5 minutes of the 10 added on to play here at the Rush Green Stadium. Somebody's just asked me who's been sent off. It was Subaloy, the number 4 for Chelsea, who's received his marching orders, and Adielly was sent off as well for West Ham United. It was, I can't really have too many arguments. It was a very late challenge on Richards, who was through on goal, took his legs away from behind, and it was probably one of the easiest decisions the referee had to make tonight. Now the ball's put over the top. Here is Richards for Chelsea, who for me has been their best player in the second half. Tried to do everything he can to at least get a consolation for the Blues. And now it's going to be a throw for Chelsea. Time ticking away here. Thank you very much, Paul. Says thanks for your commentary. Troy says thank you, Ian. It's a real pleasure. Really do appreciate you joining me tonight. It's an absolute privilege to commentate on these games. I'll be back on Friday night against Norwich City as well. More quiz questions for you, more Lone Watch features as well. So make sure you start swatting up on your West Ham knowledge. Is Dyer. Still time for Chelsea. A minute and a half to go of the 10 added on. Here's Richards. Richards trying to work his way into the box. He's going to get a shot away, but it's into the arms of Worcester. And surely that clean sheet. That's what it's all about now for Tom Worcester and West Ham. Can they keep that clean sheet and make it back-to-back league clean sheets as well? In fact, it'll be 8 goals scored in the last 2 Premier League 2 games, 0 conceded for West Ham. Second half of the season, there's a lot to be optimistic about for the Hammers. And just a reminder of the visit of Manchester United to the London Stadium on Tuesday the 10th of February. Top flight football you do not want to miss. Tickets start from £50, with junior tickets from £37.50. You can secure your seats now at whufc.com/tickets. We are into the dying embers of what has been a truly sensational evening's football from a West Ham perspective anyway. Chelsea fans, I know there's quite a lot of you tuning in tonight. We do appreciate you commenting and contributing in that live chat as well. Not quite the result you were hoping for, but still a lot to be optimistic about this season. For West Ham, of course, still got that National League Cup quarter-final next Tuesday up in Lincolnshire against Boston United. A big, big game. West Ham, the only under-21 side to progress to the quarter-finals of that competition. Before that, though, Norwich City here at Rush Green this Friday. Watch it live on the West Ham YouTube channel. For Chelsea, they've got Real Sociedad in 2 days' time, actually, on Wednesday. The final game in the Premier League International Cup for Chelsea at home against Real Sociedad. Next game in Premier League 2 for the Blues is away at Leicester City. That's on the 26th of January. Chelsea trying to get the shot away. It's blocked. Last gasp defending. The 10 minutes are up. And surely this will be the last attack of the game. If West Ham can defend it, which they do. And that is that. And it is Derby Day delight for West Ham in a 5-star performance here at the Rush Green Stadium. Lewis Orford and a brace from Fearon and Ajala does the damage in one of the most dominant and best home performances you are likely to see. What a performance. What a night it has been for West Ham. They move up to 8th in the Premier League 2 table. And it's also 8 games unbeaten in the league as well for the Hammers. Back-to-back clean sheets, 8 goals scored in the last 2 league games. There is a lot to be optimistic about for West Ham United. I've been your commentator, Ian Waterhouse. Thank you so much as ever for tuning in. Your support really means a lot, and a shout out to the Chelsea fans for getting involved tonight as well. We appreciate you coming and tuning in. It has been a night to remember. It's been a 5-star performance for West Ham. It is finished. West Ham under 21's 5, Chelsea under 21's 0 here at Rush Green Stadium in Premier League 2. Thanks for watching.
Fred.